Okie dokie artichoke. What we have here is a collection of brass fittings and iron pipe fittings that are going to be used to make a propane burner. You will find propane burners all over YouTube. People use them to fire their forges. In this case, this will be used for firing a kiln. Pottery kiln to be exact, not glass kiln or anything else like that. Let's see. So, what's going to happen here is we'll have a propane tank with a hose coming off of it. This will plug into the hose right here. And I'll do my best to keep all this in frame. I haven't made many videos. So, propane, 3/8 of an inch flare to 1/4 inch straight thread. This is a 1/4 inch straight thread gas cock or ball valve. And the ball valve will be for turning the gas on or off quickly, in case of emergency, of course. So just cha-cha-cha-cha. Not good for fine tuning. From there, we come to a 1/4 inch nipple. Brass, 2 inches, I think. From here, we go to a coupler, 1/4 inch still, 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch, which lets us go to our needle valve. Unlike the ball valve, the needle valve is indeed good for fine-tuning the gas flow. From here, we have a brass T, 1/4 inch, all the way around. I'm not sure what the deal is here. When I first got these and put them together the first time, I was able to get the top of the T lined up with the needle valve, but it doesn't seem to be doing that anymore. I'll have to figure out what's going on there. This T is going to be where I put my get my pressure gauge or manometer, but that's going to be later in this process. From here, I have a 1/4 inch straight to a 1/4 inch flare. And then for my 1/4 inch flare, I have a female 1/4 inch swivel. And from here, I go to another 1/4 inch flare, only this one converts down to a 1/8 inch straight, which allows me to put this nipple in, but I'm going to hold off on that for a second. Let's put that aside. Let's come over to our mixing chamber. Now this is a 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch to 3/4 inch reducing T. And so the purpose of this is to let me mix propane through this end, atmosphere through here, and then when they mix together, they go down the pipe towards where the flame is going to be produced. So let's put this together first here. So I have a plug that's going to go here, and this plug is where the 3-inch nipple goes. I may end up having to go to 4 inches, and I'll show you why in a second, but for right now, it's just 3. So I have a cap that's screwed onto the end of the nipple, and this cap, I don't know if you can see it, has a little itty bitty hole, a 1/32 of an inch hole that I drilled into the end using a lathe, and that right there. I got a package of these because I was afraid I was going to break my first one since I had never tried to use that lathe before. But fortunately, it worked the very first time. So this holds the nipple that will be injecting the propane. It's going to attach there in just a minute. And I have a screw to hold the nipple in place. Probably going to cut that off a little bit so it's a little bit closer, but for right now that'll do. Screw this in. And you probably can't see it very well, but there is a cap. The cap comes about 1/3 of the way into this orifice, into this chamber. This means that the gas will shoot out the end of the of the cap. The air will mix. It'll come down through this pipe and out the end of the flare. Let's try and keep this in frame. So, propane, air, or oxygen, mix, come out the end, add a little heat with a match or lighter, and we get flame. Let's go ahead and assemble the rest of this together. So, then together. Oops. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Why are we doing this? Ah, there we go. So those are together. We'll pop the manometer on the top. As you can see, I like the word manometer. Manometer, manometer, manometer. Let's tighten those up. All right. So this is the general assembly. I'm going to have to come back, obviously, and tighten everything up. I'm also going to have to put Teflon, not Teflon, but what, PTFE tape onto all the threads in the brass section to keep the gas from leaking out of any of these joints. It doesn't matter in the black pipe section since this is an open system here. It's just that the brass is a pressurized system, so it has to be correctly, I guess, sealed. We don't want any sort of gas leaks happening and the result of gas leaks as a result. And I think that that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this up, and I will try it out in a couple hours. Thanks.